Hello, dear students. I welcome you all to this session. If you see, in the previous sessions, we saw philosophy and education, and today we are going to conclude it with the topic logic. So, just before I go to the topic logic, I would like to summarize in brief what the previous sessions were. Alhamdulillah, I think you have understood philosophy and education definition because I didn't see any type of questions you raised. So I take it as that you have understood. Okay, so philosophy, it means the love of wisdom or knowledge. And one more point to you guys, that these words for these previous sessions what we are coming through, the words all are taken from the Greek words. The Greek word serves as the root word of all these words that we use now, like philosophy, metaphysics, axiology, epistemology. These words are taken from ancient Greek. Okay, so philosophy, it has got mainly four branches, and the four branches are metaphysics, epistemology, axiology, and logic. Let me summarize once again in brief what is this metaphysics. Metaphysics, it is the study of existence or the reality, and in metaphysics we have got one more branch, namely ontology. And then in epistemology, it is the study of theory of knowledge. In this we have got four branches, namely political epistemology, social epistemology, intuitive epistemology, etc. And the next one was, that is in previous class we saw axiology. And what is this axiology means? It is the study of the principle of values, and most often we call it as value theory, because of our usage or our identification it the branch axiology branch as value theory, we call it axiology or value theory. Both are same. And in value theories you can see there are two branches which they deal with the philosophy, namely as ethics and values. Ethics and values. In ethics we have got social ethics, business ethics, etc, etc. Same for the values also, we have got social values, human values, etc, etc. And now we are going to see about the last part of philosophy that it has been prescribed to you in your book, page number 7. That page number 7 very well you can see on the display while this video goes on. Okay, as we come to the last point, logic. First of all, it is not of mathematical logics or other subject logics. It is the logic of philosophy. Okay, or we can call it as philosophical logic. Okay, and now what it says in your book. Okay, it says logic is the branch of philosophy that seeks to organize reasoning. So as metaphysics, epistemology, and axiology, this logic, it is the branch which deals, okay, in seeing to organize reasoning. Okay, how do we reason? Okay, so in logic also two branches are there, deductive and inductive. Okay, so we will see it later. So reasoning here, how we give the reason, on what basis we come to the conclusion. Okay, that is seeing how the reasons can be put into order. Okay, the reasons, how it can be uh, calculated in the sense of a philosophy. Okay, what are the points to be taken, all these things. Okay, on the basis of this we are going to see the logic, and rest of the things are there. Apart from this book, I have added some more images that you can see in the next few minutes. Okay, in that one, inshallah, I think you will get a good view of logic. So logic, it is the study of how to organize the reasoning. Okay, reason, yeah, reason. Okay, let me continue. Students of logic learn how to think in a structurally sound manner. Okay, so as a philosophy student, they learn how this logic it can be put into structure so that it can be recognized. That is what it actually here it. So it is not to shout. Okay, that's what it means, sound manner. Okay, then if we see in the book, logic has two types: deductive and inductive reasoning. Yeah, this inshallah I will give you example, you will understand it, I think. So let me try my best. So first let us see what is this deductive reasoning. It involves examining a general case, deducing a general set of rules or principles, and then applying these rules to specific cases. Yes. So the example that I give on my own behalf is theory of gravity. Most probably all of us, we might have learned while we were at schools. Okay, Newton, I think so, he is the person who derived the theory of gravity with the help of apple. Okay, just take that one as example. Or now see, once again I will read out, okay, to you guys, and see whether this concept it suitably applies or not. So deductive reasoning involves examining a general case. Okay, so the fruits which fell down, it is general. Okay, I am giving the example. Okay, deducing a general set of rules or principles. Okay, how, why, what makes this apple to fall down, not it just flies to sky. Okay, what is the principle, why it happens, and then applying these rules, that is the principles or the rules, to specific cases. And now see, he has that is Newton, he had the incident of the apple, and he sees the reasons, what are the set of rules or the principles, okay, why it makes apples to fall down, not to fly to sky, and he applies to the rules, and he comes to a specific case, the specific thing, that there is a thing or there is a theory which we call it as a theory of gravity. Have you understood? Alhamdulillah if you have got understood. If not, you please raise your questions in comment. I will give the examples more, and also I will try my best so that you people can understand in a very best way. Okay, in inductive reasoning involves taking specific examples and considering the general principles, rules or cases that caused them. For this I would like to give the example of a black cat. So the black cats, here I don't mean the persons who give or who secure the politicians, okay, from hazardous things. Not that black cat, okay, literally black cat I mean. There was, sorry, now too it prevails, I think so. In our society we have got a superstitious belief. When we go out, if a cat, okay, crosses, means especially if it is in black cat, means we have got, sorry, in general, there is a superstitious belief that whatever the thing that we have pursued, okay, we are about to go to pursue, it will not have good results. We take it as a bad omen, okay. So that it could be applied as an example of inductive reasoning, okay, gentlemen. And now on screen, if you see, means actually I told you that within few minutes you will see that I have added some more things, okay. I saw this thing on net and I think it will help you guys to comprehend it more what this actually logic is, okay. And now we will see what this logic is according to Aristotle, okay. You can see according to Aristotle and GWF, okay, philosophy has three major branches, namely number 1 logic, number 2 the natural science, number 3 ethics, okay. So these people, Aristotle in 350 BC and Hegel in 1830, they come to the conclusion that it has got three branches, okay. I will read out to you guys. From this viewpoint, we may conclude logic is one of the three branches of philosophy. So this logic is not the new one to the philosophy, okay. In ancient days, too, it is recognized as part of philosophy, and in present, that is in the 18th century, in the beginning of 19th century also, it was considered as the part of the philosophy, okay. Logic is considered as part of philosophy, that is reasoning. So we should not come to the point that it is something new or whatever the thing, okay. We have taken it as a part of a philosophy for the study purpose. And now if you see, it continues like this, that is their relationship philosophy is wider and broader than logic, okay. So to them the relationship, okay, I told you that in my previous video session that these things it will look, okay, as overlapping one another, because everything, these things, that is metaphysics or epistemology or axiology, whatever it is, they deal with philosophy, with the theory, with the principles, okay, all these things related to wisdom, knowledge. So minutely these things it will get differ from one another, but in overall, if we see, means it will look like it is overlapping, okay. Let me come to the point. This is illustrated very by the so-called analytical school started by Bertrand Russell in 1910. The analytical school has one focus: logic. Logic begins with the elements of identity, conjunction, negation, conditionals, and contradiction. Logic then, okay, gentlemen, it has the slide, it has passed on, okay. If you want to know more, please let me know. Once again I will just go by it. And now here the page that you can see, actually I have taken this one from the Wikipedia, and what in Wikipedia is said that philosophy of logic is, if you see, means the development in the formal logic with symbolic logic in the 19th century and mathematical logic in the 20th, topic transitional treated by logic. So here, as I told you earlier, that this logic, it has got its root from the earlier periods. It is not a new one, okay, of the 19th or 20th century. Not being part of formal logic, have tended to be learned either philosophy of logic or philosophical logic, if no longer simply logic. So here, just to make it sure that we are not concerned about mathematical logics or whatever the other logics related to the other subjects, we call it as a philosophical logic or philosophy of logic, because to make it sure that here we are concerned with the logic of philosophy, that is a philosophy of logic or philosophical logic, not of other subjects. It related to the subject philosophy. Okay, that is what here actually it means. Okay, then gentlemen, if you see means there are nearly 4 points here it has mentioned. Philosophy of logic, so it just goes on 4, and let us see what here they say. Okay, in the first point, philosophy of logic, the same topic, the name with the same name, 4 points have been given, that is the observations. Okay, the first observation is that it is the area of philosophy devoted to examine the scope and nature of logic. So the logic, it is the part of philosophy which is devoted. Okay, it's very well, the existence itself is to examine the scope and nature of logic. So whatever the point we give, for example, either it could be the example of what is the theory of gravity, or the example of superstitious belief of black cat crossing our way. Okay, how what are the natures, on what basis we say so. Okay, what is the scope, all these things it has to be investigated, and everything it has to be researched, and it has to just verify that it comes or it can be applicable to the point, to the name which we can call it as a logic. Okay, let us see what is the next one. It is a branch of study that concerns questions about, yeah, it is a branch of study that concerns questions, so if you see means when apple, okay, fell down from the tree, Newton he raised the questions, what made this fruit to fell down. Okay, he is questioning actually. Okay, that question is the very important one in the history for bringing out the theory of gravity. Okay, here in the case of black cat also we have to see the reason. Okay, we have to question why. If we see, then we will come to know that it is a superstitious belief, and if we not means, then we are the believers on the superstitious. Okay, something like we have got the connection with some cult. Okay, okay gentlemen, now if you see means there is a what is the definition of truth given by Aristotle. Okay, actually I was searching for something else, and I came across this and I found it very interesting, and I want to share the same with you. So it has got nothing to do with our subject. Just see how Aristotle he has given the definition or whatever that he has thought of right for truth. Okay, I will read out for you guys. If you understand it means, please give your comments about what actually here Aristotle has said. Okay, Aristotle said, to say that that which is not, or that which is not is a falsehood, and to say that which is, and what, sorry, and that which is not is true. Okay, so citation also is there, gentlemen. You can see in metaphysics book. Okay, the citation is given, you can just cross check it if you want. And see what he says, that this apparent truism has not proved unproblematic. Okay, so the very well of my notion to bring this to you guys is that actually a person who has got a clear cut, okay, not a confused, okay, a clear mind, that person alone can understand actually what here he means. Okay, it is just the what is it, Aristotle thinks that this is truth, if it is means, if it comes in the what is it, the parameters, okay, or the nature, the scope, or whatever earlier we saw logic. Okay, everything, if it comes the truth, if it comes it so means it is called as a logic, or else it is not a logic. So once again I would like to recall the example of once again Newton. Okay, because these things, okay, what these things, that which is not, or that which is not is a falsehood, and to say that which is, and that which is not is true. So actually here you can see lot of reasoning and lot of questioning is there. Okay, many shall not comprehend what actually Aristotle has said until we just don't go into his mind and we see in his perception that this is what is true. Okay, because there is one more thing is there which we call it as true lie. That too it comes in the philosophy. That thing also it has got its one theory. And if you see means, now gentlemen, we are in the end of this lesson. Okay, this one it has got nothing to do with you guys, and this one I thought of giving it to you guys, presenting it to you guys, so that you can have some a clarification about all these things. Okay, the branches of philosophy: metaphysics, epistemology, axiology, logic, ethics, politics, aesthetic. Okay, all these things. I think aesthetic it comes in axiology. Okay, okay, gentlemen, if you have time, you just please once again go through all the videos and cross check this last slide, what is on the screen. It is given in a very simple way, that philosophy and its branches. Philosophy, love of wisdom or knowledge, and its branches. What are its branches? Metaphysics. And this branch, metaphysics, it deals with existence. Okay, it deals with existence, reality also. Okay, here they have given just existence, so I am just reading out what is. So here the words you can take it as hints, which you can keep in your mind to remember, and it will inshallah will be very helpful for you guys to understand, and also to use in your examination point of view also. Okay, then epistemology, knowledge. Okay, I told you the theory of knowledge. Okay, then axiology, study of action. Okay, study of action, that is the principles of values or value theory. Here if you see means the action it takes place, good or bad. Okay. Ethics and values. Okay. So sorry, yeah, ethics and values, and aesthetic also is there. On the basis of aesthetic also, this thing axiology it acts. Okay. Then comes logic, the study of a reason. Okay, just now what we saw for this time. Okay. And then it says about ethics, study of value, then politics, study of force, then aesthetics, study of art. Okay, etc. is there. But if you see means this ethics, politics and aesthetics, okay, this two comes into this category of this first mentioned four branches itself. Okay, so you no need to worry about this ethics. This ethics it is the sub branch of axiology. Okay, and politics it is the sub branch of epistemology. Aesthetic is also is the sub branch of axiology. Okay, I think this will better serve the purpose. From this we have finished the first chapter, philosophy and education. You just please go through this and you try to understand. If any doubt comes in your mind, please don't hesitate to question. You can question in your comment box in Google Class platform. Then the next thing is that you please without fail you go through this. Inshallah in next class I will give the assessment questionnaire which you may have to submit. Okay, thank you gentlemen for your patience. Thank you so much.